hear this all the time. Time is the most valuable asset you have. Think again. Is it really so? I want to challenge that idea because time by itself is not valuable. Time is just a neutral resource, like a blank page or a Wi-Fi with nothing connected to it. It's what you do with time that creates its value. And here's the thing. We all get the same 24 hours. But what we choose to do in those hours, that's what makes the difference between a life that feels full and meaningful and a life that feels like time is running out. So, in this video, I'll show you how to create value from your time, and I'll give you 5 powerful strategies you can start using today to make your time work for you. Time is a neutral commodity. Think about time like your Wi-Fi. You can have full bars, super fast internet, but unless you connect to something more meaningful, it does nothing for you. It just exists. Same with time. Time sitting there, unused or wasted, has zero value. But when you fill time with things that matter to you, whether it's love, creativity, growth, rest, joy, that's when time becomes priceless. What does value mean in life? It's personal. But here's something important to remember. Value in life isn't one size fits all. For some people, peace and solitude is what makes life valuable. Reading a book, sitting in nature. For others, it's being right in the middle of action, building a career, traveling, creating. And for many of us, it's a mix. Moments of quiet, moments of excitement. So, when I say create value from time, I mean spend your time on what gives your life meaning. Now, let's get real. How do you actually do that? Let me give you 5 tips you can start today to make sure your time reflects what matters most to you. Prioritize time. Focus on what matters most. You can't do everything. You shouldn't even try. Organize your tasks into 4 categories. The tasks that are urgent and important, do it first. Other important tasks that are not urgent can be scheduled for later. Tasks that may need an urgent action but are not very important can be handed off to someone else who may be in a better position to deal with it. And not urgent and not important tasks can be skipped completely if necessary. This helps you focus on what truly matters and stop wasting time on things that don't add real value to your life. Ask yourself, is this task moving me closer to the life I want? Time blocking. Schedule your day in chunks. If you don't plan your time, life will plan it for you with distractions, interruptions, and other people's priorities. Time blocking means setting specific times in your day for specific activities. For example, morning, deep focused work. Afternoon, meetings and errands. Evening, family, rest, hobbies. When you block time for what matters, you make sure it gets done. Instead of hoping you'll find time, the 2-minute rule. Handle small tasks immediately. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. Respond to that quick email. Pick up that cup. Send that message. Why? Because when you delay small things, they pile up and become mountains of stress. Small actions done now create space for bigger, more meaningful work. The 80-20 rule. Focus on what gives you the biggest return. Not everything you do gives equal results. The 80-20 rule says that 20% of what you do produces 80% of your results. So focus on the few things that bring the biggest value to your life, whether that's working on your passion project, spending time with family, or learning a skill. Less is more when it's focused on what matters. Here's one of the hardest but most powerful lessons. Learn to say no to things that don't serve your goals. your health, your joy. Because every time you say yes to something that doesn't matter, you're saying no to something that does matter to you. Saying no isn't selfish. It's how you protect the life you want. What are you doing with your time? Let's bring it back to that first idea. Time itself is not your most valuable asset. What you do with time is, you either use it to create value or you lose it forever. So here's my question for you. What are you doing with your time? Are you spending it on the things that make you proud, happy, fulfilled? Or are you letting it slip away on things that don't matter to you? Final challenge. What is one thing you will do today to add value to your time? It could be spending 30 minutes on that project you've been avoiding, calling someone you love, taking a break to care for yourself, learning something new. Whatever it is, make your time count for something meaningful to you, because at the end of the day, time has no value until you create value. Make your time alive. So if you take one thing away from this video, let it be this: you can't save time, but you can create value with it. And that's what makes life worth living. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. I have compiled all my videos on life, purpose, and personal growth in my playlist, which you can access by clicking here. Until next time, make your time count. Make it alive.